I think what sustainable construction means to me is addressing the question of a broader ecology, where material, building, energy is just one component of this broader ecology, which involves society, place, culture, climate, and all of that. And I think the way one can sort of aspire towards sustainability as human beings is begin to become aware of that ecology, that interdependency, and beware that ecology is always a dynamic kind of notion, so it's also changing all the time.
Sustainable construction ultimately means unconstruction. I think the best buildings are unbuilding. I think that the best thing that we can do right now is to reuse what we already have, rethink what we already have, receive what we already have. That's where you have to start. The best projects that we have seen are the projects that do not invent new constructions with elaborate devices, but that reuse existing structures, and when they make something new, make something with absolutely minimal means.
Sustainable construction is construction which respects the environment, societal needs, and is at the same time economic. I think that's per definition what sustainable construction should be.
It's breaking away from patterns of constructions that we have developed in the last few years without giving any thought to the impact on the environment, on the use of energy, on the use of water, on the use of sustainable materials. It's getting away from the traditional box and thinking out of the box.
The entity of the reduction of the consumption of materials, a way to construct buildings that we use less embodied energy, and that we make them fully recyclable.
Well, I think the components of sustainability are very wide-ranging these days. It kind of started off thinking about environmental consequences and energy consequences, but sustainable construction or sustainable building is a much broader topic that encompasses the social aspects of building, encompasses the economic aspects of building as well.
Sustainable construction to me means the contemplation of environment and social legacy, and it is about incorporating those legacies in a development and then celebrating the right thing to do.
A few years ago, architects considered and interpreted sustainable construction as merely being a technical challenge, meaning that the focus in architecture was mainly on issues related to ecology and energy. I think today, and especially after having seen the projects received in the award competition, sustainable construction incorporates many other goals as well, such as social and ethical standards, spatial understanding and better living conditions. Sustainable construction has taken on a much broader understanding and does not only touch base with technical elements, but also challenges of the environment, of the cities and of land use.
Means that you have to look for the best solution in every project. The best solution from social, economic and environmental point of view. This is the end of the plain vanilla construction, the same project repeated everywhere. So it's a great opportunity for companies, for engineers, for architects.
35% of the world's emissions and 35% of the world's energy are linked to buildings and how buildings are operated. If we are not capable of making the whole habitat of humanity more sustainable, we will have a problem.
Sustainable construction for every one of us who's involved in the world of architecture and design, it's a very important responsibility. Because if we want to really live in a better world and have a better quality of life, we must really start committing to that kind of ideas and thought.
For me, sustainable construction refers to a holistic approach that combines the people, the environment, the economy, and the durability and the possibility to continue for the next generation. It also combines a sustainable business approach that allows a good economic basis of all the projects.
Sustainable construction means to me the way of building cities, buildings, spaces in a manner which is sustainable, that is, that it has the highest level of ecological, social and economic considerations, so that it will help us face the challenges that the whole world is confronted with.
Oh, I think that sustainable construction today is nothing special anymore. It belongs to architecture, to civil engineering, to any kind of disciplines, not only in construction, but in all businesses. So it's not an add-up, it's, I think, a basic knowledge and especially basic behavior and the basic process.